one moment of touching wholeness. And if you experience this amount of energy in your body, it can just raise your entire system to a higher level. And it makes sense that you then shed of everything that was stuck there, like all the emotions that were stuck there from your past, all the traumas that are no longer part of the new version of you. Like they are a different type of person. You have become somebody else. You've become new. Hi and welcome back to the channel. My name is Nora and I make videos about personal development, self-discovery, and how you can live a happier, more fulfilled life. If you have ever attended a Dr. Joe Dispenza event, or if you've ever been doing deep meditative work, you might be familiar with the following thing, namely a biological upgrade in the form of a flu. Some people in the Dr. Joe Dispenza community also call it the dispensa influenza. And let me tell you something, this is something I have personally experienced many times. I have experienced this after every single event I went to from Dr. Joe Dispenza, and I've also experienced it at home after deep meditative work, and I've experienced it before in the past on a meditation retreat, which was not Dr. Joe Dispenza's. So see the situation as this. You have the most amazing week of your life during a week-long retreat. You feel high on life. Everything seems to click. You understand the knowledge better. You have felt such love, such beauty, met so many beautiful people. You are home and you are ready to get it going in your life. You are ready to continue the work, to continue your meditations at home. And then you get completely wiped out. This is what happened to me every single event of Dr. Joe Dispenza. After a few days, I each time got flu-like symptoms, like chills, shivers all over my body, all kinds of intense sweating, like really flu-like symptoms. I am very blessed to have very good health, so I'm not very used to being sick, fortunately. And each and every time after the event, when I think, no, I won't have it this time, I think I'm fine. I feel so good, then here it comes, and I am on my couch for a few days. So first I thought, how is this possible? I just had the week of my life. I met so many beautiful people. I feel so good. I have so much energy for my future. I feel super energized, super alive. So I didn't really get it at first. But after talking to others in the community, after talking to others who have had it, and even Dr. Joe Dispenza made a video about it, I just realized that this is my body releasing, detoxing, cleansing from everything it didn't serve. So the big question is, what happens during such a detox or a biological upgrade? Well, the following is happening. So your immune system is always seeking for threats. It wants to protect you from things that could harm you. So it's seeking for bacteria and viruses and other elements that don't serve you. If you reach a certain threshold where you experience such a higher state of frequency of energy and emotion, then the cell is actually able to release some of the things that were keeping it stuck in an old lower pattern. So in the new higher frequency, some of the old trauma, toxins that are related to it, that are literally stored in your body, get released. And it happens very fast. It doesn't need a lot of time. It just needs an instant where your energy is raised so much that your cells can dump anything that doesn't serve them. But what happens is that when your cells release all of these toxins and emotional residues, they get released into your system. They get released into your body. And this is what your immune system gets triggered by. It notices that there's many more toxics and waste and things that will need to be, your body needs to get rid of these. And this is why you get all these detox symptoms, because it tries to get everything out as fast and as efficient as it can. And so you will experience detox in all kinds of ways, but it's actually the old you shedding. It's the old you that's no longer part of who you are, the old emotions of the past, things that are released right now, literally released from the cells in your body, that are being, flushed away. In a way, it is a good thing. And I now understand that if you have one of these, then it's actually your body upgrading to a next level. You've literally lost some of the things that were keeping you down because you have made your cells experience a higher level of frequency and energy, which is amazing. I remember reading or hearing somewhere that Dr. Joe himself sometimes experiences fevers after one of his retreats, which means that the same process is happening to him as well. So if you are currently dealing with heavy detox symptoms or even flu-like symptoms like I had, know that it is actually a good sign. Your body is not sick, it's just disposing of the things that you have let go of. And you are clearly showing signs that you went through a biological upgrade. Just a quick side note, obviously you can be sick because you have seen a lot of people. So if you have some sort of medical condition where it can be threatening for your situation, it may be better to seek some medical help. Just want to leave that there. But in all of the cases where I had these flu-like symptoms, I knew that these were coming from detox. Also because very often the detox symptoms started already during the event. So especially in Cancun, I remember this moment where I just felt like I had to go through the bathroom all of the time. I even told my mom, with whom I was in Cancun, that I might not make it to one of the meditations, the body electric, of which I was super excited to experience, because I was running to the bathroom every 10 minutes, which wasn't fun. And then I just set my intention. I said, I really want to attend this meditation. This is important to me. And I remember like I was able to make it and I had an amazing meditation, but the detox symptoms were definitely happening. I was excessively sweating. I had to go to the bathroom. Like things were shifting in my body and it was very noticeable. One of the things that was really interesting to me was that I also participated in research that was being done during the Cancun week-long retreat. And it was done by Dr. Hemal Patel and his team. And they were researching all throughout the world at different places where they did the week-long retreat, the effect of the week-long retreat, the meditating, on our microbiome. And I recall his lecture really well because it really interested me during the week-long retreat, which was about how, like if you take two human beings, their microbiome differs more from one another than their DNA. Something I didn't know, and I found it interesting. Whilst your microbiome has all of these biomarkers and checks of whether or not something is, for instance, promoting in your body or it is inhibiting. Like your microbiome really gives signals in order to, for instance, detect certain illnesses, yet also detect whether or not you are protected or your immune system is working great. And what they had found in the research, which they had done in other places before, is that after 7 days of the week-long retreat, people's microbiome starts to look very alike. Which is very strange because very often if you want your microbiome to change, you need to think of lifestyle changes, you need to think of prebiotics, probiotics, and it takes at least months for some results to be seen. Whilst in these cases, there were like very significant results. There were certain biomarkers that were increased. For instance, they would protect you more against certain types of cancer. Other things were being inhibited that were also very beneficial for your body. Whilst they even found that like your immune system was working at top level. So many things were activated in your body that would serve you, that would actually fight for you. And in a way, it makes sense to me because if you are feeling so happy about life, your body kind of wants to serve you even more, or at least that's something I believe. Like if you say to your body, I am so excited about life, I want to live life, I can imagine that your body, all of your cells will be like, yeah, let's work together to live, you know. Whilst if you have many negative emotions throughout the day, and this is what you're sending out in your body, I am still quite shocked how well many people still function while they have all of this negativity constantly being sent out to every cell in their body. It shows that your body is super strong. It is very capable of healing. It is very capable of serving even more for you if you give it attention, if you turn inwards. And we're so not used to turning inwards, but it is so good if we do. And what I want to say with this story is that there are serious physical changes happening inside your body, which they measure, which they have proof for, which makes that the detox symptoms you're experiencing can be very real because there are literally changes in your body during a week. Sometimes you need even just one moment of touching wholeness. And if you experience this amount of energy in your body, it can just raise your entire system to a higher level. And it makes sense that you then shed of everything that was stuck there, like all the emotions that were stuck there from your past, all the traumas that are no longer part of the new version of you. Like they are a different type of person. You have become somebody else. You've become new, which the shedding part, the detoxing part makes absolute sense to me. So if you are experiencing any of these symptoms, don't be afraid. This can be very naturally a part of your process. You are shedding what no longer serves you. You are a new person. That is beautiful. Embrace it, take good care of yourself, and be kind for yourself. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I would love if you let me know in the comments if you have any experience with this, or if you had it after a week long, or maybe not. I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video.